Hey guys, this is Chico with He Provides Homestead. Tonight we're doing a video that is a collaboration with Two Family Homestead. We'll also put the link to their channel in the bottom in the description box. But the collaboration is home style dinner, but we're doing breakfast. But we often eat breakfast for dinner. Maybe not often, but once or twice a month. But tonight I'm doing my Live Forever Scrambled Eggs. It's been an actual request from a viewer, a couple of viewers. I've alluded to it in other videos. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I've got my olive oil already heating up. You don't want to put good veggies in cold oil. So it's heating up, and I want to tell you a little bit about what we've got going on. We've got two kinds of kale. This kale is just conventional kale that you can buy at most stores. So we've got some of this. And then this kale is red Russian kale that we actually grew. This is this season's kale. We don't have a lot yet, but we will have a lot. We did a whole bed of it. And it's doing pretty well. So we've got some of that to put in it. We've got cherry tomatoes. They're hothouse, but you know, it's 1st of May. We've got red bell peppers. Your average size red bell pepper has as much vitamin C as an orange, so it's often forgotten. We've got yellow squash. We've got half an avocado, and this is for a few people. And we've got garlic. Only got 2 cloves. Sometimes I go a little crazy and put more garlic on it than that. We're going to use eggs, and then we've got cheese. We're going to put Monterey Jack, and we're going to put cheddar in it as we're cooking it, and then we're going to top it with feta. And this we've alluded to in a video, and I'll link it up here. It's called 47 Tips on How to Save Money. This is one of the ways. We buy 5-pound bags of cheese, and we bag it up into smaller bags and freeze it. So, and then we cook it also in that same video, 47 money saving tips. This is the olive oil that we talk about in it. And we use so much olive oil that we've got an ample supply in the cabinet. So all we're going to do is, usually I don't prep when I make this meal. I start with the stuff that takes the longest to cook, the bell peppers, and I just add it as I'm prepping it here so that the cook times evenly. So we're doing it a little bit differently, but we're going to add the red bell pepper first, then we're going to do the squash, then the tomatoes, then the avocados, and then we're going to add the kale, and we'll saute it all together. And just before it's done, you want to slice up your garlic real thin. If your garlic turns brown, it turns bitter. So you want it in there, you want to cook it just until you can smell it. When you can smell it good, it is good. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. I'll get everything in. We'll bring you back in a minute when I'm going to saute all the vegetables. And I'll bring you back in a little bit when we add the eggs and the cheese, and then we'll talk to you again in a little bit. So we'll be back in a bit. Hey guys, we're back. I want to show you real quick. I haven't added the garlic yet, but I know you guys thought that was a lot of kale, but the kale cooks down quite a bit. And everything else, all these veggies actually cook down quite a bit. So I haven't added the garlic yet, but we add the garlic, and then it's just a minute or two before we add the eggs. So I'm going to cut the garlic up real quick. I mash it with a knife to get the juices flowing, and then of course that's also the easiest way to get the paper off. And then after I do that, I slice it really thin. For one, if it's thin, it gets mixed in better. 2, my wife isn't quite as big a garlic fan as I am. I can eat a whole clove, she not so much. So we slice it up thin. Make sure we get it all in. Don't want to waste any garlic. And by the way, my daughter Jerica, who was in the video Smoothie Love, is running the camera tonight. My wife is off to a business meeting. Actually, it is a corporate memorial dinner for a coworker that she lost that I mentioned in another video. But anyway, my daughter Jerica's running the camera. She done the Smoothie Love video, and I'll link it right up here. So my garlic is cooking. I'm starting to smell it a little bit. Doesn't take long. So now we're just going to add eggs, and we don't yet have the chicken, so all of our kitchen scraps, all of our organic kitchen scraps are currently going to the compost. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the eggs. And by the way, I want to show you the proper way to take eggs out of a carton. This is the proper way to take eggs out of a carton. You work from the end to end and always have your weight balanced. I'm telling you what, if you ever grab a carton of eggs out of the fridge and all of them are one end and the weight causes it to flip out of your hand and you clean up a half a dozen eggs out of the floor, you'll do it this way too. So we're just going to put in the eggs. I don't beat them in a bowl. I want to keep the time I spend on chores to a minimum. I want to keep costs down. So we do a lot of one-pan meals. We don't want to dirty up extra dishes. So right now I'm just going to scramble this eggs in here good. Get it all mixed up. Number one, I love eggs. And number two, they're a binder. Hopefully pretty soon the chicken coop will be done and we can have our own farm fresh eggs right here. We did go out to the Amish last night and it's closer to done, and what they're telling me is that hopefully it'll be done next week. So get my eggs all mixed in and then I kind of flatten it all out so that I have more surface area touching the skillet. Alright, let it cook a minute or two and then mix it up again so that what's on the bottom gets mixed in. So we want it all to cook good and evenly. Okay, so she's cooking good and evenly. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I use a lot of cheese. I love cheese. Some of you might not, but I love cheese. So we're going to take and put just a smidgen of this cheddar cheese. And you can use these ingredients, you can use whatever vegetables you want. You can use whatever cheese you want. We buy most of our cheese on sale, so therefore whatever's on sale tends to go in our meals. But I got a great buy on some Monterey Jack. Love Monterey Jack. So I'm going to add a little bit of that in there too. And then I'm just going to take my handy dandy spatula and I'm just going to keep mixing it up. We're going to break for a minute and then I'm going to come back and show you the finished product in a plate, because I'll add the feta cheese on top. So give me a minute to get this all mixed up. We'll be back and wrap up this video. See you in a minute. Hey guys, we're back. I want to show you the presentation and I want to tell you a couple of things real quick. First, I want to show you that we don't leave any food that we don't have to. We scrape every bit of it out. It's a cost factor. It's all food. We want it to go in our bellies and not in the trash or not get wasted. Secondly, I need to tell you why these are called Live Forever Scrambled Eggs. The first time I was making them, as many of you know, I got on this path because of health issues. So I started making these scrambled eggs, and my wife come in one morning and she said, "What are you making?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "But if I eat this, I ought to live forever." And I got to tell you, so far, I haven't died. So I think they're working. So you should try them too. But just want you to get a good look. Jerica, will you give them a close-up? Oftentimes, when we have this, we'll have a fruit or something similar to like that on the side. I've actually even had garbanzo beans on the side. And also, you can utilize whatever leftovers you might have from the night before. I've put fish in this. Fantastic. I put chicken in this. Fantastic. So you can work in whatever you want, but the point is, have a lot of good stuff. Have your greens, have some bell peppers, have some garlic. Good stuff. So that's it for this collaboration with collaboration. Sorry, I'm ready to eat. Please like, share, and subscribe, and you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Godspeed.